We're going back to the Forest of Treasure, and we're going to try a very promising road that I haven't been on yet. So I've got the metal detector in the bag, I've got the shovel for digging, got everything I need. Let's go and see if we can find some more treasure. And this time I'm taking the shiny shovel because I think it will get me to the action faster rather than me be exhausted by the time I get to the good bit. So I'm going to see if we can go off-road on the shiny shovel and hope it doesn't run out of batteries. Born to be wild! Well, it's beautiful in here, must be said. But anyway, I've just had a rock and roll ride on Shiny Shovel 2 up to the top of the hill. And it was exciting. It doesn't like going off-road very much, just put it that way. Actually, really off-road, doesn't mind so much. But on grit and gravel and bumpy, stony bits, doesn't like that at all. But anyway, I'm up here now, so that's good. I'm excited. Not because of what I've got, because of what I've just been through. Anyway, we're up here. Gonna see if we can find some more treasure. Well, first find of the day. I'm not sure what it is. It's a solid pen of lead, don't know, bronze. Well, of course, I think that's a Roman stylus, don't I? Yeah, not particularly likely that. But it's a thing. What thing it is, I don't know. If you know, post below. I thought it's definitely going to be a bullet. It's right by a big hill for shooting pigs from. So I thought that was going to be a shell case, but it wasn't. It's a mystery item. Mystery item number 1. Well, to be honest with you, I didn't think it was a Roman stylus, or a medieval stylus for that matter, until... Not much in this wood so far, apart from this little bit of bird shot. So I'm coming down this road, which I've shown you before, and you would have thought there'd be lots of stuff in the bottom, wouldn't you? Because it's been obviously used long enough to wear this whole bank away. And people must have dropped stuff. But I can't find it. I've been up and down it a few times now, checked the walls a little bit, not much, but a little bit. The old Deus disagrees. And I haven't got one single signal yet. Not one. You'd have thought people would have sat here as well, like I am, and lost a few coins, but nothing. Oh yeah, nil, zilch, niet. So there you are. There's no telling where you can find it, and no telling where you won't find it. Well, actually, you can tell that you won't find it in 99.9% of places. But when you do find it, makes it all worthwhile. And right down at the bottom of that, that's where I found those wonderful 3 revolutionary stroke Louis XVI coins. Just right out of sight, just a little way. Funny thing is, I came up here on Shiny Shovel 2. It's so exciting. By the time I got here, my knees had all gone to jelly. So I thought I'd better give myself a rest and not push myself and let my legs recover from the rock and roll and shock and roll of coming up here on a scooter through all the lumps and bumps and the general levels of excitement that went along with it, and kind of paddling to make sure I didn't come off. Well, the road I've been on has been so quiet, I thought my detector was broken. So I switched it into a noisier mode so that at least it was giving me some feedback it was actually on. But anyway, I don't know whether it's broken, semi-broken, fine, but anyway, I found my first coin. It's quite deep, it's about 8 inches down, and it's one of those little ones from 1600s. So let's have a look at it, it's in here. Well, there's not going to be much of this one to be seen once I've rubbed it a bit and taken all the detail off with my rough old thumb. But that is a Liard stroke denier, not sure which at this point. Might have some detail on it, but that's from early 1600s, and happy to find a coin after, well, it must be 3 hours. A bullet. Coin and a bullet so far. And a load of old rubbish. Plenty of exercise, but not much treasure. So I'm going to go back to the Shiny Shovel now, which is quite a long hike, and see what I can pick up along the way. Just thought you'd like to see Shiny Shovel 2 parked in the Forest of Treasure. And I'm back, and we're going to ride home. So I had a bit of equipment failure, which I suspect is this little cable has finally had enough of being messed about, like I've just done there. And that a few thousand times, it's come unstuck in some way or another. Or shorting out, I don't know what. But it keeps cutting out, cutting back in again. So I don't know if I got it all, I got nothing, or I got half of it. But I did get 1 coin and a few bullets and lots of crummy signals. So it was working for quite a large amount of the time. But anyway, that's the last trip for this particular coil. So on the way back now, on the Shiny Shovel 2. Shiny Shovel 1's had it. The battery's gone, I don't know, it's old. It's old, it probably needs a complete overhaul. And I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the Shiny Shovel 2 instead. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and like. And I'll be back next Saturday, same time. See you then. Bye now. Not my day for equipment. Shiny Shovel 2's got a flat tyre now. Oh well. Nearly home. So I'll back off out on the Shiny Shovel 2. This time it's got a new back wheel, so that should be great. This time it's got a new back wheel, so it should be great. So hopefully with a little less mechanical troubles. Born to be wild! In the forest, but I might have to get some mechanics because the chain keeps coming off. But I think it bashes something like a twig or a rock. And the chain comes off, which is not great, not great. Got no tool set and I'm in the middle of the forest. But I shall avoid running over twigs and see how far I get. I'm nearly there. So there you are, it's that chain that keeps coming off the back wheel. And I don't know whether it was going to be like that if I could get on the flat. But maybe I've just banged it out of line and now it's just popping off every time. Fortunately, it's not popping off at the top there. It's not popping off there. It's popping off there. So, I don't know, I'll nurse it back to the road. And then my wife will come pick me up. That's not going to stop me treasure hunting for a couple of hours. Oh no. But a great ride. I've had a breakdown again. And I've had a bit of foil, which you haven't seen because it's a bit of foil. And I think I've got a find down here. It's a solid coin signal and it's by a big hole, which may or may not have been a workings or a tree stump, don't know. Have a look. There she is, big hole. So I've decided to go around the edge of it. Don't pan and ruin it. And see what's around the edge. So I started here and I've got to here. And in there is a coin signal. So let's see if it's a coin signal or just a bit of rubbish. Let's go and have a poke. And it's in the subsoil, so it should be good. And I can't see it. And there it is. And it's a nut. Another one. Well, there you are. It's a shiny nut. And I found one like this around here too. So someone's nuts fell off up and around here. So it's going in the pocket, not a coin. Rubbish, but I'm going to put it in my pocket anyway. Well, a gold coin from the Heineken tribe. Yes, ah well. Well, this is a great signal. It's in here somewhere, and I'm hoping it's a coin. But you never know till you know. Oh, is that a bullet? Nope, it's a 2-2 or whatever, a little bit bigger than a 2-2. Ow! Oh well, dug it right though. Well, the treasure's going to have to wait because I was digging a big hole and I found a lump of iron out about 1 foot and a bit through roots, so it was great digging. And when I got up, one of my knees went sideways and it went and let's just say it's not in the best of shape. So I'm going to have to limp about half a mile using my trusty dais as a crutch back to the Shiny Shovel, which is broken. And then I'm going to have to nurse that out of the forest to treasure. And with probably, I don't know how that's going to pan out, but with a bit of luck I might be able to get it to the road and be able to get it back along the road because it's not so bumpy. But we will see. Failing that, my wife will come and rescue me like the Lone Ranger. Such adventures I seldomly had. I'll tell you how I get on later. Just got to get up this hill. And then about another 300 yards and then I'll be at the Shiny Shovel. And then with a bit of luck, I'll be able to kind of like sit on that and gingerly try to get off the forest path without the chain falling off too often. And then I'll be on the road, and my wife can pick me up easily, because she'll come pick me up difficultly. She'll fly a helicopter if necessary. Oh yeah, she's one of those soul wives. But anyway, for now I've got this friendly hill to romp up. And there she is. Here we go. You know, I've got a solution to my blown knee. If I take one step forward on my good knee and swim my metal detector, I can very carefully metal detect the path and travel at a normal speed. So I'm not concentrating on trying to go faster than my knee will carry me. It's like a best of both worlds. The only trouble is, if I get a really good signal, I'm not sure what I'm going to do then. That'll be inconvenient. Well, so this is working. I'm doing some very, very, very careful detecting. I'm covering every square inch. And as long as I don't do anything too herky-jerky with my left knee, which is the one that I've gone to rip something in, no problem at all. Apart from I have to go really slowly. So, unless it suddenly gets worse, which I doubt it, because I'm going to get back and then put it in a knee brace and then rest it up for a few weeks or months or years, I'll still be able to get around metal detecting. I just have to go really, really slowly and really, really carefully, and that can't be bad. I just won't be able to do any really rough ploughed ground or anything like that. So, yeah, we survived. But it's always horrible when you do something to yourself, and this was a particularly horrible, oh, that's really not a good thing that just happened there sort of feeling. And I'm sure there's plenty of you out there that know what that's like. Slip a disc, break a bone, that kind of thing. But I think I've got away with it, luckily. Because, you know, I'm a fat bloke, and my knees aren't made to carry around all this sizeability. And I'm paying the price for my greed. But anyway, just got this hill to get up, and then it will be less difficult for the rest of the way, and then we'll have an amusing breakdown-filled ride back home. Or rescued by the wife, yet again. Anyway, off we go. I've had my breather now. All right, my rock climbing days are now over. But I never used to do that anyway. Let's get up this hill. And there she is, and I can tell you, when I've been out for 2 or 3 hours, going up this hill was hard enough. But at least I'm quite fresh now. Fresh, excited, and in pain. What could be better? This is my in pain, excited face. Let's get up that hill. No, maybe not. Let's get up that hill. Well, 3 hours later, and I'm nearly at the top. No, only kidding. But anyway, I'm nearly at the top. It feels like 3 hours. Because as it gets steeper, so basically, as long as I walk with my leg left, as long as I walk with my left leg stiff, it's fine. But as it gets steeper, it's harder to walk with a stiff leg. So anyway, I've got my Deus crutch, and we're nearly at the top. Have a look. You've got to laugh. I've got a new challenge. My knee don't like them. No, they really don't want to be pivoted on one of those. So anyway, I shall have to pick my way across this minefield of pine cones. But we're almost at the top of the hill. And that's the worst of the trip. Over, he said, tempting fate again. See you in a sec. Ta-da! At the top. And right down the bottom there is where I've come up. So, ooh, ow. Ow. The worst of it is over. So, I've done it again, haven't I? I've tempted the fates. Oh well. Some of the worst of it is now over. How about that? Well, we made it back to the broken shiny shovel with the chains on, and I can keep putting it back on, and I get like 50 yards every time it comes off since I've been up the top of here. So I think I can nurse it back, at least to where a car can come and get me. So more adventure to come. Well, that didn't work out so well. The chain came off the other end as well, and I can't get at that bit to get it back on again. Not that it was staying on for more than 20 yards anyway. So now I've got to push it out of the forest. Well, actually, it's like a Zimmer frame, so it actually makes it easier for me to walk. Wouldn't be as easy as if I could ride, though, must be said. By the light of the night, it will all be alright. I'll get me a satanic mechanic. So when cats give birth, if they're not house cats, they go out somewhere and find a place to give birth. Nusha's hiding in the house, but Tippy went out into the log shed and gave birth there. She just disappeared. Anyway, today we found her, and we brought her and the kittens in, and she's in my study. Let's go and have a look. And here they are, in their little nest. And that's Tippy and her little kittens. And there's 5 of them. And there is Tippy. Can you see her eyes? Tippy. 2 days old. And they're going to be in here for quite some time, until they're big enough to get out and about on their own. At the moment, their eyes are closed, and they're totally helpless. And this is the totality of their world. And Tippy is very happy. You can hear her purring, can't you? And here's a little chubster. Hello there. Hello.